Hi, today's episode is all about snapper.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big fish, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman, and I do it when I can. I'm a happy fisherman.
We normally fish around marker 3 of the Geelong Channel. As we were setting up, we're slowly starting to get bite fish like yakka and slimy mackerel. In between them, few pinkies and odd flathead. Then I put in practice one rule that I normally use. What comes up, goes down. So I rigged live yakka and sent it back. In no time, the line started peeling. At first it felt like a stingray or something because it was just going away. But then, few head shakes. While Jerry was fighting that fish, the rest of the rods keep getting hit. Then I started to film as we knew it's snapper. I prepared the net and the whiting game was on. It was on a light Wilson rod with Stradic 4000 and a 15-pound mono. So Jerry had to take it easy. In meantime, another rod went off, so I put the camera down and reeled that fish in, only a small pinky. Then Jerry managed to get this beast right up. We managed to drive it straight into the net and we landed. It was big. Definitely Jerry's personal best snapper. And now photo time.
Alright, so today we're going to talk about all the rigs and tackle and bait for snapper. So there is two kind of rigs that we're going to use. So I'm going to get you through the rigs first. So this one is the Paternoster rig. In this situation, it's the Redis rig. You can get them in Black Magic, you can get any of this, or you can make your Paternoster yourself. So sinker at the bottom, two hooks at the top. I normally would bite them with a squid or piece of pilchard or just a bit of chicken, and that's all you need, just a little bit of chicken, or even the best that works for it is the head of silver whiting. I don't normally cast this one. I'll just drop it straight behind the boat. So that's all. All right. The next rig that we're talking about is the Snell rig. It's actually, this particular one is unweighted. I run myself 2 circle hooks. You can run J hooks, it's your preference. These ones are again ready for circles, but you can get gamakatsu, you can get any, I mean, your preference, of course. And this one will bite now with a pilchard. What I normally do, I grab a pilchard, I go through the half of pilchard, take it out, and then basically I go through the gill here because it's quite hard. So that's my first hook exposure. And then I twist it a few times and I go backward with the second hook, and you'll see snapper most of the time grabs the pilchard from the middle. So this is the hook that actually 90% of the time does the job. And basically just half inch once and one more. And that's basically all you need. Don't worry about the hook being so exposed. That's no problems. What I do have here, it's just a running sinker. So I got my swivel, and if I need to put a sinker, I normally just attach it to this system. You can put just a swivel, you can, but this is, I found this on eBay. I don't even know what brand is it or what it is, but just works perfect, and it's plastic, so it doesn't damage my guides at the top. So yeah, if I need it, I just attach sinker to it. Now, that's it. I would start with totally unweighted first, and if I see that my bite doesn't get to the bottom, then I can put a little ball sinker. We're gonna make a rig after so you can see it. Or I'll just add a heavier sinker onto this. I'm gonna show you how I actually attach the sinker. So you can see I got a bit of a leader on a sinker. In this situation, because I know it's sand here, it's not much grass, I don't need a long leader. If I know it's a long grass, I would have maybe 40 centimeters leader to it. So basically all it is through the loop. This eye quite small, but it does work because I did it before. So, and backward. The good part about this is that you can accordingly change the weight of the sinker. If you need a bigger sinker, if the current's running, you just put a bigger sinker. In this situation, that's plenty. So that's it. We cast this one in front of the boat and hope for the best. A lot of people ask about which way to go, braid or mono. I normally use 20-pound braid, no problems on the sandy ground. There is no risk of actually cutting it and all that sort of stuff. So, and it's very tough. Much more fits on the spool, so that's the advantage. If it's a rocky ground, forget it. You need to use mono. So as you see, I mix them here. So that's the mono. So if I fish black rock and all that stuff, I would kind of, keep the braid away, especially if I know that I'm on top of the reef. If I fish, let's say, black rock a little bit out, and I know it's sand, braid's perfect. A standard fishing rod for Port Phillip Bay chasing snapper, well, that we use, it's like this 8 kilo Saltus. It's a 7-foot rod, one piece, and this one's fiberglass. Fiberglass are way more durable than actual carbon fiber or graphite, because with those ones, if you hit them a little bit, they're gone. 4,000 reel, that's plenty. You can use Shimano, you can, Stratix, or you name it. You can use a Stein, you can use Daiwa Ed, you can use any, around 4,000, that's just fine. The line, 20 pound, that's mostly that I use, even for 10 kilo snapper, I got no issues with that. Now, one thing I would suggest that if you do use circle hooks, don't use, if you got a bite runner, don't engage it. Don't use bite runner, because if you use circle hooks, you have to have a bit of tension on the reel. So you don't want to lock it totally, but you have to have a bit of tension. If you use J hooks, then you can have bite runner and you can let the fish run and then just give him a smacker. I will show you another way to bite up for snapper, and that's with how we use the squid rings. And it's very simple. I'll just cut them up quick. So the squid tube, I cut rings. So on the double snell hook, I normally put one on each hook. So I would have a squid hanging on the bottom hook and same on the top hook. That's just another way to present your bite for snapper. As far as carbon fiber or graphite rods, they're much more sensitive. We still use the 7-footer, like these locks, or I got Samurai, or they, you want to get a decent brand. Problem with carbon fiber, don't knock them on the snapper racks or anything because they will break. Other than that, they're beautiful. They're sensitive. They're much more faster rods than the actual fiberglass ones. And on this particular one, we just got a light setup. Everything is light. 3000 Stradic and 15-pound Daiwa Bride. That's it. All right, for the smaller pinkies, obviously I downsize the hooks. And even if the big snapper is finicky, and you can see with this one, I got just a glow bead here, and then I got a little ball sinker. So that's enough for Port Phillip bites just to get it down to the bottom. So basically I would just have 2 filtered cubes, and that will be enough to actually target pinkies or even big snapper if it's not hungry. The yucca for snapper, I normally slice it, take a fillet out, and that fillet is just gonna be beautiful. This is a frozen yucca, but doesn't matter, snapper loves it. Obviously they prefer fresh, but we don't have any. What I do for gummy, I normally cut this other bit with the bone and I leave it there. Even big snapper loves this one because other fish will nibble on this, but they can't really get through because of the bone. And then the big fish just comes and takes it. I'll show you how I rig this. So this particular fillet, I normally go in through the flesh part, not through the skin, and back out. So basically I would go in and back, like so. And the second hook will just hang onto the tile. Nothing else really. You just have to make sure that when you drop the bite in a current, it doesn't spin but sits flat. So if you put it in the current, it just sits flat. It doesn't do 360s. Number 1 rule, use quality hooks. So either Gamakatsu's, Daiichi, or Reddy's Outlaws. For this example, I'm gonna use just my standard Reddy's Outlaw 4-0 circle. They're quite strong hooks, so 4-0 is plenty for this kind of situation. And we're gonna just do a snell setup. Okay, so make sure you get a quality leader. This time we're gonna use the Black Magic. And this is the most standard setup for Port Phillip Bay if you're targeting snapper. So very simple, very efficient. So about 1 meter of the leader. And we're gonna do a snell hook. All right, with the snell, what we do, we get the line, we just put along the hook. We're not gonna go through the eye with that one. And the second one goes through the eye. So now I got basically that and a big letter O here if you look at it. So now the top bit, this one, all you do is take it and nicely wind about 9-10 times. It's totally up to you. Put a finger there, drag it through, and that's your snell. That's how simple it is. It looks complicated, it's not. It's very simple. So just remember, letter O, and only the one that goes up goes through the eye. The second hook now, very simple. I take it, again, up through the eye, up eye. Bring it down to the, so I normally leave about 10 centimeters, maybe just 8 to 10 centimeters in between them. So then I hold it, grab the top bit and just wind downway now about 5-6 times. Hold it there and then take again the end and just bring it through the eye. Oops, I got this one on my hand. Here we go. So this is what we got now. We got 2 perfectly snelled hooks. And that's your snell setup. Now, the next thing, it's actually, I put a small bead, I just took one before out, and a small sinker. So I put a small bead so the sinker doesn't damage the line. Plus this is a glow bead, so nighttime they actually glow in the water. And a small ball sinker. And then on the top, basically just a standard swivel. And with this standard swivel, I do a normal uni knot. So I go through. I'm gonna show this properly on YouTube because it just takes a bit of time to learn this one. It's a very simple knot and it's one of the best knots in the industry. So just around, and this is basically running through 4 or 5 times, and that's your uni knot. And all you need now is get the tags off. So basically you got the snell hook. So let's cut the tags. This is what it looks like. We got the swivel with the uni knot. We got this little ball sinker and a little bead, and then the 2 snelled hooks. And that's about a meter, that's all it is. And that's your snapper setup.
In the next video, you will see we are still at the same spot, and Michael managed to get a nice snapper, and I had a beautiful surprise on light gear.
Enjoy the next video.
As we were rebaiting the hooks, we heard Michael saying, "I'm on." We watched him reeling and then netting his snapper. He was over the moon.
Michael!
Put Emma on FaceTime. Yeah.
Show me where are you?
Put her on FaceTime.
Should I get that? Oh, you got the. Should I get that?
After a while, I got tired and TP offered to take over, but my answer was no. After good 10 minutes, I had a fish at the boat. Then I decided to make another few runs. It was exhausting, but exciting as well. I wasn't worried about the rod giving up, as the rod is a really good quality, but I was worried that she will bite through the 20-pound leader, or being small hooks, snapper this size can drop easy. We saw color, so Tibi took the net and we were ready to land it.
Oh, what a fish!
Slowly, I guided it into the net, and she was a big snapper on the light gear.
Oh, I didn't touch the go, mate.
Open the valve, please.
So in this situation, we were really lucky. Then it was time for some photos and start again.
Because that's really nice fish.
Oh, come on, you're kidding me.
Nice. All right.
Unfortunately, it sounds like a broken record at the moment. This weather's still making things very, very difficult out there. As with last week, shallow reef country has still been the best options for our snapper. Down here along the western shores here at Point Cook has been very, very good. Once again, in close on the pier or around the out corner where the marine reserve is, fishing up hard on that reef there. It's been okay. Mixed size fish. We're talking fish from just size up to about 60 odd centimetres. Pilchards have been best bait. Fish unweighted if you can, because we're in that shallow, heavy reef. Altona reefs, again, a little bit hit and miss, but some nice pinkies in there again. Similar sort of size, a lot of burley required to get these fish up and moving. If we can do a late afternoon fish, if the wind's allowing it, try and do the late afternoon. It's been fishing a little bit better than what the morning sessions have. Moving around the bay, moving back down on that Bellarine Peninsula. Once again, it's been fishing consistently well down there. The squid have been excellent out of Queenscliff, pushing up towards St Leonard's. Fishing again a little bit shallower has been the option there. Squid jig colours, red falls have probably been number one. The banana by Shimano has been very, very good too. And of course, there's a few colours in the Yamashita jigs that have been doing the job down there as well. And we don't have to be sitting on top of each other. They're well spread at the moment, which has been fantastic. Moving across to the front of Port Arlington, again, some nice snapper coming across that rock wall. Even the land-based guys have been producing some good fish there as well. Best baits have been pilchard and sowie. Again, if you can, good burley trail. What we're finding with the guys down there too is give it a go, 20 minutes, half an hour. If these fish aren't moving or biting, move on. Give it another patch of fish a go. We've got to keep moving. It's almost like whiting fishing. Drop, try, move, trying to find a patch of fish that are going to get up and go. So as I said, it's only weather affected at the moment. Towards the end of the week, we're going to see some high temperatures come. That should stimulate that for the next week, fingers crossed. Whiting have been a little bit hit and miss again because of the way the weather's been. St Leonard's has probably still been your best option through there. Again, that 4 to 6 metre mark. Squid, pippies have been best options. Plenty of burley again required. Also seeing some good gummies starting to come off Werribee here. We're fishing 10 metres of water for those gummies. Big baits, big strips of squid. Salmon fillets have been doing really, really well out there off Werribee. So let's see what the rest of this week brings. Fingers crossed for a warm week next week and we can get some great reports for you.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode and we'll see you next week.
See ya.
I hope, I dream, I wish to catch a big